welcome you back to another edition of the Feed Elite Athletic Podcast presented by John Roberts Toyota in Manchester, Tennessee. We ask you to please go see them. We are in the entrance lobby here at the Barton Athletic Center. We're sitting in front of our trophy case, and there's 4 beautiful state championship golden balls, and who better to interview than one of the state championship head coaches, Brody Curry. Brody, how's it going, man?
Going well. Thanks for having me on today.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about the 2025 state championship. Have you been able to get over that? Are you still on a high from it, or have you moved on to this season?
I think certainly over it. Obviously very, very proud of what we've done, but we're all in on 2025-26.
What reminiscing a little bit, what were the best moments of winning that state championship last year?
Some of the best parts about it was, our Final Four game was really exciting.
Yeah.
Double overtime against the defending state champs. Really, really good game. That our group showed a lot of toughness and a lot of grit in that win, and that was certainly a highlight. Obviously, being able to hold the trophy up at the end of it all and everybody celebrate together was really, really special too.
Right. One of your key players is Dasha Burek from last season, and she's at The Ohio State University. I made sure I didn't get that wrong by saying Ohio State University, but The Ohio State University. How is she doing with the Division I aspect?
She's doing well. I was fortunate to be able to go see her over break. I was visiting some family in the area and got to check her out at practice, and the coaches are pretty high on her. Obviously, they saw what we saw. She can score the ball really well. Still trying to figure out how to get her to play defense every now and again. But, she had a chance to play a little bit in their season opener, and I think she'll have a chance to have a good year.
Man, so there's so much we could talk about, so much we can cover. But let's kind of talk about your experience here at Webb. So how long have you been at the Webb School?
This is my 3rd year.
Okay, so tell our audience what those, you've spent 2 full years here, you're on your 3rd year. Kind of tell our audience what your experience has been here at Webb, and just kind of take us into a normal day with you here.
Yeah, it's been great. Very, very big family feel, a special community. Even more special here in our athletic department. Obviously, we get to work very closely with each other every day. It's been great. Just a chance to continue to coach at a high level, be a part of success, which is always fun. But it's another chance to impact the lives of young people, which is what I'm passionate about. And being able to share the game of basketball is a lot of fun.
Right. So let's go to the initial beginning of the game of basketball. Tell us where the love comes from. Tell us how you got introduced into this game, and kind of talk to us about your playing career and coaching career.
Basketball has been a mainstay for me. I've had a ball in my hand since I was 4 years old. My dad played at the University of Tennessee. It's always been part of my life. I've always loved it. I've always enjoyed playing it. Wasn't always the best at it, but just it never bothered me. I just enjoyed being out there. And was able to go to Fulton High School in Knoxville, Tennessee, play for a legendary coach, Jody Wright, best boys coach in the state of Tennessee, over 900 wins, 5 state championships. I mean, the proof is in the pudding for him. And then I got a chance to go play at Sewanee, the University of South, played for Bubba Smith there, had a good career, got to learn a lot. Both Coach Smith and Coach Wright are big defensive-minded guys, so that's a lot of the reason the way I am. And then got a chance to go be a GA for Coach Smith at Lee right after I graduated, and that was my introduction into coaching.
Man, you see so many former players at the professional level, college level, and even high school level. They love the game so much that they'll play for as long as they can, and then they come back to coaching. And you're a prime example of that. Talk to us about that transition, going from a player to a coach, and even getting to coach at, like, you played at Sewanee, but even getting to coach for their team. What was that like?
Being able to coach at Sewanee was incredible. I personally, I feel like I like to give back to what's given to me. And, if I was in Knoxville, I'd probably be trying to coach basketball at Fulton High School. I'm here. I got a chance to coach basketball at Sewanee, and just the game of basketball in general, I want to continue to give back to that. So I know it's had a profound impact on my life, and if I can be a small part of that impact on somebody else's life, I count that all joy. So, and it's also just the closest you can stay to the game once your playing days are over.
Right.
The ball stops bouncing for everybody, and the most impact, even though my impact on the game is not great now, it's still the greatest it's going to be of anybody else.
Right. You talk about future aspirations of being an athletic director. Me and Coach Curry get to work along each other each and every day, and of course we've created a good friendship. And you've talked about being a future athletic director. And the cool thing about Webb is here you're the middle school athletic director. You're one of the assistant athletic directors here. Talk to us about how that is helping you mold into the person you want to be one day.
Yeah, being able to learn more closely alongside Miss Jones and Coach Garcia is a great experience. Being able to have hands-on in the decision-making process of some things and really being able to take a lot of control over the middle school aspect is nice. It gives me a chance to learn, to succeed, to fail, all those things that are required for growth. And it's a really good department to work with to be able to learn.
Right. Talk to us about this season. So is it going to be the same coaching methods, same coaching techniques as your previous 2 seasons, or are you having to adjust your coaching style this season?
Coaching style will be the same.
Yeah.
A lot of the coaching is like this, just having a conversation. The players know when I'm mad, when I'm happy, but my tone doesn't change too much. I try to reserve the yell for when it really needs to happen to really get their attention.
Right.
But yeah, the coaching style is going to be the same. Coach Wright told me, on any given year, you might be doing simple addition and subtraction with one group, and another group you might be able to get up into some algebra, maybe even some pre-cal.
Right.
And we were able to get some higher levels last year. Not quite sure that we'll get to those quite high levels of complexity within our offense this year.
Yeah.
But the standard is defense. And anybody can play defense. I believe firmly that if we can hold you to 40 points, we should be able to score 41. And we're going to play to that standard no matter what. All the standard requires is that you show up, you compete your tail off every day, and you guard. And again, anybody can walk on our floor and do that.
Right. Your personnel this season, do you have a young team? Do you have an old team? Or are you in between? Kind of give our audience a perspective of what you're looking like on the floor this season.
It's going to be a young group for sure. No seniors, 2 juniors, a couple freshmen and sophomores, and several of them that are new to the program. So it's just going to be another puzzle to put back together, and looking forward to seeing how the pieces fit.
When you think about Webb basketball, in my way of thinking, there's 2 things that come to mind. When you think about the girls' side, you think about the 4 state championships. You brought one, and your team brought one last season, and then the 2023, 22, 21, Coach Matt Shoemake was a part of those, and when you think of the boys' side, you think of like Keon Johnson. That's kind of where my mind goes when I think about Webb basketball. Talk to us about what the tradition means to be coaching at the Webb School when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Matt was huge in kind of getting things established and really starting a solid foundation for the program. And I tell everybody all the time, whether it's a prospective family or someone asking about the Webb School, we're just trying to be good stewards of what's here.
Right.
Trying to find ways to improve it where necessary, but we don't need to reinvent the wheel, really. We just need to take care of what we have.
Right. Coach Curry has the privilege to work with his wife daily, Kristen, and she does a good job in her field. And you guys welcomed a baby not too long ago. Kind of tell the audience what that experience was like and the timing of it, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we played March 8th in Cookeville, Tennessee, and our state championship. Won, packed up, went home, drove to the hospital, got induced, and he was born at 12:30 in the morning on March the 10th.
Wow.
So, you asked earlier about was I over it. I really kind of had to get over it pretty quickly because I had a little man coming in the world. So, nickname's Champ since he came in right after our championship, and glad to have him around again with the family feel of Webb. We're able to have him around, and the girls love him. The other students interact with him some, and I think he'll be well taken care of being around here.
Do you think that Champ will take his dad's height, because you're 6'6"? You got someone like me who's 5'6". What's your thoughts on that?
I sure hope he does. Like I said, I'm hoping for the next Wemby.
Yeah.
If he's not, we'll love him just the same. But
right.
Hopefully he's tall and has a chance to be a really good basketball player.
So if he does turn out to be like me and he's 5'6", are you still going to want him to pursue a basketball career?
Again, I mean, I think you're a great player. So if he's half as good as you, we'll let him play. But, whatever he does, I just want him to get out there and find a way that he's competing at something.
Yeah.
I think sports are really, really important, and whether that's soccer, baseball, track and field, whatever, he's got to get out there and compete.
What's it like working with your wife every day and seeing her not only at your workplace but seeing her at home? How's that in terms of just your marriage and stuff?
It's great. I mean, obviously, you want to marry somebody that you can be around all the time, and for in our case, we are around each other pretty much all the time, and it's great to be able to see her at lunch and have lunch with her, and her join our group at the lunch table, and then be able to go home and decompress, and able to decompress about similar issues. I think is great. We're seeing the same stuff, a lot of the time, and we can relate to each other more on those things. So I think it's been really good just having her around more.
Man, so last but not least, expectations for this season, team goals. Your envision of where a good season is and kind of where a not so good season is. What do you expect? What would you like to accomplish this season, and what would you like to look forward to this basketball season? That right there?
That's the goal.
Put one on the bottom.
That's certainly the goal. What we want is become almost the expectation, and not everybody is able to do this. This is a really special thing.
It is.
It's not common. So everybody that's been a part of these teams should be very proud of what they've done. And this team is a new team, and they're going to try to make their mark and have a chance to pick one of those up at the end of the year. But like I said, we're playing to a standard. No matter who's here, who's not here, no matter who we're playing against, the standard is the standard.
Right.
And we'll continue to play to that. And sports is we're lucky that with athletics, we're able to learn a lot of valuable life lessons about working through adversity, working with a group towards a common goal, individual development, team development, all those things that are going to really matter someday down the line, that we have the opportunity to get introduced to that now. And that's really our mission and why we do what we do. And when we're playing to that standard, when we're developing people at a high level, this is the byproduct.
Right.
And also, you got to have some really talented players to do that too.
Yeah.
But so this is the goal, but the mission, really, whether I'm a good coach or not, we'll see how many wedding invitations I get in 10 years, or how many baby shower invites I get. That'll tell you how good I was as a coach.
Absolutely. Tell our viewers, tell our audience, student body, parents, grandparents, first game, where's it at, who we playing, what time, where to be. Just give as many details as you can to our viewers.
November the 19th. 6 days from now, we'll be in Nashville, Tennessee at Lipscomb Academy, playing girls at 6 p.m., varsity boys to follow at about 7:30. Lipscomb's a team coming off of a Final Four appearance in Division II, Class AA, class above us. So it'll be a really, really good test for us. They've got some talented players, a really, really great coaching staff that does a great job. So we'll really get to see kind of where we are early in the year.
Awesome. Well, dude, we're looking forward to it, man. Big expectations, and obviously we're excited for basketball to be in full swing, man. We appreciate you coming on to the podcast.
Appreciate it.
As you heard, next Tuesday, Lipscomb Academy, 6 p.m. is the girls' game. 7:30 is the boys' game. Be sure to be there. We thank you again for tuning in to the Feed Elite Athletic Podcast presented by John Roberts Toyota in Manchester, Tennessee. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels, support our basketball programs, and have a fantastic